Hey guys, welcome back to Bad Wolf. Just coming here today to go over the details of the Warhammer 40k League with you guys. As you know, we for years now have done the once a month RTT style tournament, and it has been widely successful. We've, a lot of people are doing that now, and that's okay. And it's not that we haven't had less success with that. We just thought, maybe we try something different. I've been looking around, watching people change, move, grow. Going to 3-round events are really tough for people, and it takes a lot out of the schedule. So for some time now, I've tried to think of a sort of a system that would work with a 2-round event, make it a little bit more palatable. Especially like for me, like I go drive out of town a whole lot more often. If I could just go play 2 rounds and be home by like 5-6 o'clock, you can play Warhammer. You can get 2 good games in and still have the rest of your day to spend with friends and family. So this is going to be sort of an attempt at that. Also, just to make something a little bit more cohesive, like, yeah, we've been recording the ITC and that's great and everything, but what does that really mean to us, like on a local level? Not that much. So this will just be, something that we can sort of emotionally attach ourselves to a little bit more than what we've been doing. So, here's the details. It's going to be, $15 a month is what it'll cost. It's part of our membership program. We'll have a separate video on that. Hopefully sometime later I'll be able to make that. If not, definitely tomorrow. I know people are chomping at the bit for that too. The normal season will run January through October. Obviously this will be a shortened season. This will be April through October. It'll be every first Sunday and third Saturday of the month here at Bad Wolf. More than welcome to go TO the event at other places too. In fact, I've reached out to a couple people who, I'll also be sending this video to as well. Doesn't just have to be at Bad Wolf. The more people, the merrier. I'm hoping that we just have enough for it to fire. I think minimum 8 people. Pretty sure we more or less have that. I'd love to get 12. If we can get more than that, that'd even be better. We're going to set it up like a sports style league, NFL, that sort of thing. There'll be divisions. And then throughout the season, you'll compete inside and outside of your division. There'll be a lot of flexibility offered with that. And basically, you'll only be scored against people in your division when it comes to like making the playoffs, right? So you are only competing against whoever's adjacent to you. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to pair people up that are of similar skill level and experience, so that you have more of a shot within your division to get a chance to compete for winning. So rankings and participation, what we'll do is we will score you based on wins, strength of schedule, battle points, margin of victory, and sportsmanship. I have a plan for all that. It's going to be weighted. For example, I don't want strength of schedule to have a huge weighting, because then, like, if you happen to be in a situation where you're playing a lot of people that maybe aren't as good as you for a series of time or something like that, I don't want you to be punished for that. There'll also be some stuff in the formula to make sure, like, hey, you can't just play the same 2 or 3 guys every time. Thought of all the little bits and pieces about that, kind of tying those things in. I've given this a lot of thought, and I'm sure more little questions like that will come out throughout the season, and that's why it's great to have this kind of short beta season. And if there's anything that we want to work on and change and manipulate, we can do that a lot, and then start our first real full season next year. There's not going to be any prize support at the individual event. It's going to be, you know, an end of year prize support type thing. What you're going to do is throughout the years, you're going to play. You're going to win badges. Badges are going to be based on win streaks, perfect scores, maybe playing multiple factions, using a fully painted list every match, demonstrating great sportsmanship. At the end of the season, each division winner will receive a cash reward. And we'll do a best in faction that will also receive rewards. The league champion and runner-up will earn additional prizes. So basically, just a quick example, if let's just say we have 8 people and we split those people in 2 divisions of 4 people. Or let's just say 3 divisions of 4 people. And we compete throughout the year in those 3 divisions, 1 division winner emerges. Those people will get a cash prize instantly. Then we'll go to a playoff system. The top 2 of those 3 will also win an additional prize. We're going to try to make this, there will be some cash prize, you know, as a motivator, but really we're going to make this about swag and the badges and just the comprehensive experience. I don't want everybody to think like, oh, I just want to compete for like, you know, this ultra hyper competitive cash reward. We're just trying to, you know, spruce things up and make it as fun as and exciting as possible. So, how does this compare to what we were doing before? Well, before you would show up, you would give us $25, you'd play 3 rounds, we'd split that into 3 different prize supports, and then people would walk away and go home, and it'd just be sort of a rinse and repeat. That'd be exciting, but you know, I think we could do something a little bit more. Now you just pay your $15 a month. You can play once a month. You can play twice a month. You can play as much as you want. You'll be expected to, in a shortened season, have 8 matches on the record. So that's basically 4 tournament showings. That should be pretty easy considering it's half of the available chances you can make to show up. That's and they're only 2-round tournaments, so I think that's sort of a sweet spot to where it's encouraging people like, hey, you got to get your games in, and but also not like to just knock out the games and then not see you for half the year. Why are we doing tournament style days and just not, hey, you play your games, knock them out whenever you want, and we'll just record them? Well, because in the past, every time I've seen that format work that way without any sort of like hard scheduling, it just doesn't work out. People just fail, they don't keep participating. Same thing is if like you don't charge and you don't engage people, they just participation becomes lackluster. The other thing is Warhammer is a game of community. Like the game days are the fun part. Getting together, having everybody play, hang out, talk, shoot the shit. That's what, you know, makes it fun. That's what makes the hobby fun. I think that's how you get the most out of the hobby. So that's why we're still going to have like league specific days. Also, of course, you know, goes without saying, you got to have a TO present. So that being said, we will still have and maintain a tournament style format on the league days. Annual event update. Our yearly event will now be separate from our monthly events. The end of the year event that we used to do, we're still going to do it this year. And I'm not sure what all the detail will be, but it will be separate from the league. There'll be no tie-in like we tried to do before. Now, what we're going to work on for next year, 2026, is partnering with the Al Copeland Foundation and turning that to a bigger charity hammer event in their hotel in the Copeland Tower. So stay tuned for that. I'll be working with that organization this year to put the details together for that. So I'm sure I haven't answered like nearly as many questions as I can answer. I'm going to shoot this out along with the written details in the 40K chat, also to everyone that's requested it and or people that I just think should have it, and sort of see what kind of people we have, get like sort of a roster count so that I can have these divisions set up by Sunday when we have our first league day. You can sign up to play on Sunday through the Best Coast Pairings app. I hope to see you there.